Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. What's up, Cowboys Nation? Buckle up because we've got a massive update that could shake up the entire franchise. And when I say massive, I mean blockbuster-level moves that could change the face of this team heading into the 2025 season. We're talking about potential trades, superstar wide receivers, and even major front office shifts. If you thought the Cowboys were done making waves, think again, because Dallas might just be preparing one of the biggest off-season shocks in recent memory. Let's break it all down. So, let's start with the name that's got everyone talking right now, Stefon Diggs. The Bills are at a crossroads, and word around the league is that Buffalo might be looking to shake things up after yet another playoff disappointment. And Diggs? He's been sending some cryptic messages lately. His body language, his comments, his brother Trayvon Diggs, a key piece of the Cowboys secondary, has already been campaigning for him to come to Dallas. And let's be real, a reunion of the Diggs brothers in Big D would send shockwaves across the NFL. But here's where it gets even crazier. Amari Cooper. Yeah, remember him? The guy the Cowboys let walk to Cleveland? Well, there's growing speculation that the Browns, who are in a tight cap situation, might be willing to listen to offers. And Jerry Jones, who's been known to make bold moves, could be eyeing a potential reunion. Imagine a scenario where the Cowboys manage to land either Diggs or Cooper. Suddenly, this offense, which already has CeeDee Lamb as the centerpiece, becomes an absolute nightmare for opposing defenses. Dak Prescott would have weapons all over the field, and we know what happens when you surround him with elite talent. He thrives. But how realistic is all of this? Let's break it down. First, Stefon Diggs. The Bills are in a tricky spot with their cap, and while moving Diggs would cost them dead money, it would also open up some long-term flexibility. The key here is what the Cowboys would be willing to give up. Sources around the league suggest that if Buffalo does move on from Diggs, they'd be looking for a package that includes at least a high draft pick and potentially a player in return. Dallas, with some key pieces and future picks, could absolutely be in the mix. But then there's Amari Cooper. Bringing him back wouldn't cost nearly as much in draft capital, but his contract situation could be a hurdle. The Browns may be looking to offload salary, and if Dallas is serious about another run, this could be a move that makes a ton of sense. Cooper already has chemistry with Doc. He knows the system, and we know how lethal he was when he was in Dallas. Pairing him with CeeDee Lamb again? That's a duo that could do serious damage. But what about the Cowboys front office? There have been whispers around the league about potential changes at the top. Jerry Jones isn't going anywhere, we know that. But Stephen Jones and Will McClay, who have been instrumental in shaping this roster, are reportedly under pressure to deliver results. After yet another disappointing playoff exit, the Cowboys fan base is getting restless, and ownership knows it. Could we see a shift in philosophy? Perhaps a more aggressive approach in free agency and trades? One thing is clear, the Cowboys are in win-now mode. Dak Prescott's window isn't going to stay open forever, and with key pieces like Micah Parsons and CeeDee Lamb entering their primes, this is the time to go all in. If Jerry Jones is serious about bringing another Lombardi trophy to Dallas, making a blockbuster move for a star receiver could be exactly what this team needs. But there's another angle to this. What does this mean for Dak Prescott? His contract situation is still a major storyline. He's entering a crucial point where the Cowboys either have to extend him or make a tough decision about his future. Adding a big-name receiver would be a clear signal that Dallas is committing to him long-term. On the flip side, if they stay conservative this offseason, It might mean they're keeping their options open beyond 2025. Let's also not forget about the running back situation. Tony Pollard is set to hit free agency, and there's a real chance the Cowboys could move on from him. Does that mean they go after another veteran back? Or do they look to the draft? These are all decisions that could shape the offense in a big way. But there are always risks in making a trade like this. First, there's the financial aspect. Adams' contract isn't cheap, and while the Cowboys can restructure deals to fit him in, it does create some long-term cap concerns. Second, there's chemistry. Would Dak and Adams click right away? Sometimes, even great players take time to adjust to a new system. And third, there's age. While Adams is still elite, we've seen receivers decline quickly once they hit their 30s. Is Dallas willing to bet that he has another 3 or 4 dominant seasons left in him? Those are all questions Jerry Jones and the front office would have to consider. But at the end of the day, the NFL is all about taking risks. Championship teams don't play it safe. The Rams went all in with Matthew Stafford and won a Super Bowl. The Buccaneers brought in Tom Brady and instantly became contenders. The Eagles made aggressive moves to reshape their roster and won it all in 2017. If Dallas truly wants to compete for a Lombardi trophy, they can't sit back and hope things magically improve. They have to be proactive, and landing a player like Davante Adams could be the kind of move that changes everything. The big question now is, will this actually happen? Sources around the league have indicated that the Raiders aren't actively shopping Adams, but they're also not shutting down inquiries. In other words, if the right offer comes along, they'll listen. And you better believe Jerry Jones is always listening. We've seen the Cowboys linked to big-name players before, but this one feels different. It feels like the kind of move that makes too much sense not to happen. Dallas needs another superstar playmaker. Adams wants to win. The Raiders might be willing to make a deal. The stars might just be aligning. So what's the bottom line here? The Cowboys have a golden opportunity to make a major statement this offseason. Stefon Diggs, Amari Cooper, these are names that could redefine the offense. And with changes potentially coming at the top, this could be a defining moment for the franchise. The next few weeks are going to be critical, and Cowboys fans, you better stay locked in because things could get wild. But now I want to hear from you. Should the Cowboys go after Stefon Diggs or Amari Cooper? Or should they focus on other areas like the offensive line or running back? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you're hyped for what's ahead, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a breaking update on your Dallas Cowboys. Until next time.